Is our democracy for sale to the highest bidder from across the ocean? It is a question many Americans are starting to ask, especially as new evidence suggests that foreign-based wealth may be quietly shaping the outcome of our most critical state ballot measures. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you don't miss our deep dives into the stories the mainstream media often ignores. Now, let's get into the heart of this. We are looking at a major development out of Missouri, where the conservative watchdog organization Americans for Public Trust or AP that's filed a formal complaint with the state's attorney general. They are alleging that the American Civil Liberties Union Foundation, along with a political committee known as Stop the Ban, violated Missouri's Foreign Influence in Ballot Measures Act. This isn't just an accusation, it's a breakdown of a financial paper trail. The core of the issue is a $2 million, unrestricted grant given to the ACLU Foundation by the Switzerland-based Oak Foundation. This grant was scheduled to be spent over 2 years beginning in 2025. Then, in early 2026, campaign finance records show that the ACLU Foundation turned around and donated $500,000 to Stop the Ban, which is the primary committee fighting against a Missouri ballot measure that aims to restrict abortion access. Under Missouri law, any organization donating to a political committee must formally attest that they haven't received more than $10,000 in the previous 4 years from prohibited sources, which specifically includes foreign nationals intent on influencing an election. APT argues that the ACLU's donation, occurring shortly after receiving that massive Swiss infusion, is a blatant attempt to skirt the rules. They've accused the ACLU of becoming a bastion of foreign money and demonstrating a willful evasion of the law. Now, why does this matter so much? Because Missouri is part of a growing wave of GOP-led states that have passed strict legislation to firewall our elections from foreign interference. This legislative push was heavily inspired by previous reports that money tied to Swiss billionaire Hans-Jörg Wyss had been funneled into Democratic-aligned nonprofits to sway state ballot initiatives. Essentially, the strategy is simple: keep the foreign money 1 or 2 steps removed so that domestic organizations can claim they aren't directly accepting foreign funds, even though the source of the capital remains the same. The ACLU has responded by stating they are aware of and compliant with the law, but legal experts point to a 2025 federal court ruling regarding a similar law in Kansas. That court noted that these foreign influence laws are designed to prevent the very thing we are seeing here: organizations being used as conduits for international cash to reach domestic political machines. If the Attorney General decides to investigate, we could be looking at a landmark case that tests the limits of pass-through funding in American politics. If it turns out that foreign entities are successfully bankrolling political agendas through domestic nonprofits, it completely undermines the idea of by the people, for the people. We have to ask ourselves, who is actually represented in our voting booths? Is it the citizens of Missouri, or is it the interests of billionaires in Switzerland and the UK? This isn't a partisan issue, it's a national sovereignty issue. If these laws don't hold water, then what is stopping anyone from using global wealth to shift our domestic policy on a whim? We are watching this situation closely because if this complaint gains traction, it will set a massive precedent for the 2026 election cycle and beyond. Expect the legal maneuvering to intensify as both sides dig in, but one thing is certain: the era of unchecked dark money flowing into our ballot measures is officially under the microscope. I want to know where you stand on this. Do you think there should be a complete ban on any nonprofit that accepts foreign funding from participating in American political ballot measures, even if it's just 1 step removed? Or is this just a standard part of how modern advocacy works? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one, and am curious to see how you think this should be handled. Thank you for tuning in. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and we will keep you updated as this story develops.